What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to the wheel once again for today's video. And I'm going to try something that I don't know if it's actually possible, but I wanted to give it a shot anyway. So, for today's video, what I want to try and do is, obviously, one of your guys' suggestions was to try and play on Forza Horizon 5. Oh man, I don't know if this is genuinely possible. I really don't. So, what I want to try and do is I want to try some point drifting on a wheel. Is it actually possible? Can you genuinely do point drifting on a wheel? For people that don't know what point drifting is, basically, with a lot of these different cars, especially on a controller, they're all-wheel drive, right? All these builds are all built. Bro, I don't know how to like slow down. All these cars are built for controller or keyboard use, right? You don't really have a lot of cars that are built for point drifting on a wheel. If you want to drift on a wheel, you're just gonna go with your regular setups, like rear-wheel drive setups and stuff like that. But now, obviously, if you want to try and get as many points as possible on drift zones, you're gonna have to have a very, very specific setup. That meaning that you're gonna have to have excessive amount of toe and camber. And not only that, but you're also going to have drag tires on. And not even like, you know, regular sports tires. You're not going to have like street tires or anything like that. You're not going to have anything normal on the car. The way the cars are built for point drifting is completely different to your regular cars. And it baffles my mind here on what I have to do to be able to get this thing to slide. So ideally what I need to try and do, this is all-wheel drive, by the way. What I need to try and do is I need to try and remember how I drive this thing on a controller, and then try to see if I can kind of phase it into the way it works on a wheel, if that makes sense. Super, super strange, but again, I have to like figure out the way it works if I want to try and get it to be somehow similar. It is incredibly difficult and very, very weird to try and slide a wheel. Just try and slide one of these point drift builds on a wheel. It just makes absolutely no sense in my brain. I think I need to use a lot more of my handbrake, and I need to basically just drive with one hand. Oh my god, I don't even need to like counter steer or anything like that. Like, or I have to like very, very slightly. Like, I can't even like do too much excessive counter steer. It's weird. A lot of it's like playing with the throttle. I need to like try and left foot brake as well. This is very, very strange. Really, really strange feeling. Incredibly, incredibly strange feeling trying to drift one of these on a wheel. Is it possible? Maybe? Man, that is one of the strangest feelings ever, because the car also, the wheel, like the way the wheel is set up is pretty much the same as it was before. The only thing is that's different, like I said, is because it has these super, super slippery drag tires on this thing. When you're sideways, it just barely wants to try and catch itself back again. Any other set of tires, I think this will be able to like just, you know, flake back, and it'll be fine. Let me show you real quick what a regular car would be like if I was to take that out, right? If I go to what's something, probably any of the BMWs, right? There has to be like a BMW that oh yeah, there's that E46, right? That I built for a wheel. Let me take out the E46 and show you kind of like a very simple example on what this thing's like. This is a snow tire, so these are also quite slippery, but they're not as slippery. And this is again a rear-wheel drive car. Oh my god, even just the amount of grip that I have on a wheel now is just different. And look, it instantly wants to counter steer by itself. Like, I'm not doing anything. And the wheel is just automatically just moving on its own. See what I mean? It just, the way it works in your brain is normal, right? Like, the car goes sideways. The wheel tries to compensate by oversteering, right? By itself. Like, it just wants to straighten up the car again. Right? Perfectly normal. But again, when I'm doing stuff with the point drift build, it's like there's nothing there. It's like nothing's helping me. So I have to move the wheel It's like I have no force feedback. That's pretty much what it feels like. It's like there's no force feedback with this little car. It's incredibly strange feeling. But I want to try and see if it's possible. I want to try and see if it's possible to... Oh man, off-roading's funny as well. It's like almost no feedback coming through the wheel. Maybe I need to jack up my... Look. See what I mean? Like, I'm letting go of the wheel and it's not trying to do anything. Even when I'm off-road, maybe it wants to a little bit, but it's just... As soon as you bring it back onto the road again... It just doesn't want to do it. It's crazy. Super, super strange feeling. I want to try, though, and drive it on... I want to try complete maybe a couple of runs on a wheel. I don't know, like, I think I should probably pick something shorter than the actual full pass. Or, if I do go on the full pass, maybe just not worry about points, if that makes sense. So, just gonna go up here and just drive down the mountain and see what it's like. Point drifting. It's incredibly strange. Really, really weird feeling. I feel like there should be more people that play on a wheel. Slap Train, do this challenge. Try to get like a proper point drift build. If you don't have any, hit me up and I'll send you a couple of them. I'll send you some codes for these. Not even my tunes, but like just tunes from people that actually... I don't know what I need to do. Oh my god. I'm like throwing myself hard, but like... Ideally, or sorry, not ideally, but like instinctively, what I'm doing is I'm trying to counter steer, but then I just like throw it back the other way too hard, if that makes sense. Really, really strange. Incredibly, incredibly strange feeling. It's like, again, it's like I have like no control over the actual steering of this thing. I just don't feel anything coming back from the wheel. There's like no feedback with these tires on it. I also need to go much faster. Bro, there's no feedback. There's like a little bit of vibration when I'm going off-road, and that's pretty much it. Maybe not third. Maybe I shouldn't go into third. Maybe first and second. That's crazy. Should I just jack up the feedback? Like, maxed out? It doesn't want to go the other way! Oh man, I also don't think that max steering is the way to go for this. I think I have like, it's like at 900 degrees and I don't think it's the way to go because I think I need to go full lock to full lock. I think I need to go full lock to full lock and then this just isn't it. Okay, now, this is a rear-wheel drive point drift build, as you can see. Not very visible, but it is a rear-wheel drive point drift build. Ooh, it seems a little better. Is this capable of doing the same thing? Oh wait, a little bit. Okay. That's actually not that bad. I thought it was... Okay. Wow. Wow. I mean, this thing has insane steering angle. So I have to be very careful with it, but... It's... just go backward. Yeah. What's with all-wheel drive being so crappy, though, for point drift builds? This also has the drag tires. So, I don't know what that's... Oh god, I held it too long. This also has like 2,000 horsepower, by the way. Almost 2,000 horsepower. It's an insanely powerful thing. Really, really, really powerful. So, it's not like I'm trying to slide around in something that's like, you know, very weak or anything like that. This is ridiculous. Let me show you the stats of this thing, because I think I can. Has 1,982 horsepower. This is all going to the rear wheels, by the way. So this is a very, very good point drift build. Rear wheel drive car. But again, all of this is on a controller. Oh my god. So I don't know if this is genuinely possible to do on a wheel. I don't know if point drifting is... I don't know if you can be fast enough. Unless you turn everything down, unless you like have your wheel where it's like, you know, like 360 degrees or 300 degrees or something like that. I don't know if it's actually possible to do it properly, with a proper setup on the wheel, if that makes sense. Here's another absolutely mental car. Oh, man. Another absolutely mental point drift build. Oh, it's... I don't know what I'm... What? Oh my god. This has no gears either, so I don't really have to kind of... Well, it actually does. It has like 2 gears, right? It's a 2-speed. It also gets up to speed so insanely quickly. Okay. Relax, car. It does actually want to turn in a little bit and counter-steer it, so... Oh my god! I whipped it a little bit. The thing is though, I can't let go of the wheel too much because since this is all-wheel drive, I need to be on it again. That's the thing, right? Even if I let this thing just kind of carry itself around, I need to try and put some resistance on the wheel so it stays... It stays fairly straight. But I still need to, like, give it a little bit of counter-steering. Just a little bit, but not let it, like, do its own thing and go too far. Wow. Pretty sure the one that I'm driving right now is my own tune, so... Again, it is a controller tune, but... Oh, man. Look how... Oh. Come on, what side is it? Go, 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 go. It is mental to drive. Oh, the way it picks up speed is stupid. Holy... Oh my god. It's... It's mad. Whoops. I keep wanting... Oh my god. I keep wanting to zoom in with my paddles. I feel like it's just so intuitive to just in and out with the paddles, but no. I want to try here real quick. Oh, this feels so weird. Yeah, because this is a lot more linear than the... I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more feel as well in the tires, maybe... Oh. Maybe it's just the Yaris was a bit dead? It is technically built on a keyboard. Like, the actual tune itself is for a keyboard, so... Man, it just ends up going too wide if I leave it on its own. What am I even doing here? I'm kind of understeering a little bit though. I think I'm turning more into the corner than I am actually. This is definitely understeering. Weird. I kind of held it, but it was just tiny angle. Turning in, keep turning in, keep turning in. Bit too wide. Turn in even more, maybe? I mean... okay. Okay. It's getting closer and closer to what I'm imagining this thing to be like. Should we try one... I don't know if I can do... I'm trying to think of where can I even test this thing out. Where was Dom testing cars out on? It was like somewhere up here, wasn't it? It was one of these corners somewhere. Where he was messing around and testing his cars out on. I want to try do one run. Should I do it on this one again? I feel like this one was a difficult one. But I think with this car especially... I'm gonna have so much more power. I can just go from here, even. Oh, I let it go for too long. Mad. Absolutely mad. Right, let's go all the way back here instead. Okay, come on. Let's try that again. Oh my god. How am I even supposed to transition if it just won't do it? Whoa. No, no, no. Oh, please. Just count my points, please. Yes! Wow. Just anything that happened there, just wow. What the hell? Well, in conclusion, do you think you can point drift on a wheel? Kind of yes and no. Because there's genuine thought there behind it. Like, you can kind of do it a little bit. You've seen what I was doing with the Lotus, but it's not like... It doesn't feel natural. Like, if I drive this thing right now, it feels somewhat natural to slide, if that makes sense. Like, the steering is there, the throttle response is there, just what I need to do to keep this thing going sideways is there, right? But if I'm trying to do the same thing on, like, a point drift build, it just isn't it. It just doesn't do the same thing. Even the rear-wheel drive cars, the responsiveness and the way the wheels turn in is just weird. I think that's a lot of it's down to the drag tires, but then again, you kind of need the drag tires if you're doing any sort of point drifting, because that's how you get the most amount of slip and the most amount of angle, and plus you get to pick up speed very, very quickly. And again, you have to drive like all-wheel drive, or else it's just not going to happen. You're not going to do anything if you're driving rear-wheel drive. It's just, you're not going to get as many points as if you're doing all-wheel drive sliding. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, is it possible to do? Yes, sort of, to a certain extent, but you're not going to be able to be very competitive at it, I don't think. Maybe there are people out there that are super, super talented and they can do point drifting on a wheel. Maybe if you turn your wheel rotation down to maybe like 300 or 360 or something like that, maybe then it's possible, but I just don't see it being very competitive, like I said. Like if you were to play on a keyboard or on a controller, you know, so I don't know. I genuinely feel like it's not very much possible, but I like the idea, so thank you to whoever wrote it in one of my previous videos in the comments for me to try out point drifting on a wheel. Yeah, it's just, I don't feel like it's a valuable thing, or like... Oh god, I held onto the wheel too much. I gave it way too much power. It's gone, I spun it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to try and do any sort of point drifting on a wheel. It doesn't seem natural to do. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was something that I wanted to try and mess around with since I saw that comment, so I was like, you know what, let's just give it a shot and see what happens. So let's see what we can possibly do there with that video concept. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching. This guy's just following me around now in the game, so I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.